Hello. 1 hour earlier today than usual. Because I got a scheduled match today. We got a scheduled one versus the Grand Czarix. And I'm gonna need to figure out how to beat him. I believe it's a best of 3. Let me double check. Where's it at? 2026 World Cup. Nope. Warhammer League number 5. Yeah, we made it to the grand finals for the grand prize of 35 euros. Dang. Get a Steam wallet gift card. Oh, dang. For first and second place. Oh, I see. Okay. $25, 25 euro Steam wallet gift card for first place. 10 euro Steam wallet gift card for second. So we've already both made 10 euros, so fighting for the 15. Good luck, thank you. Should be fun. Should be very fun. Alright. Let's do it. Gideon, hello. Yeah, Czarix is pretty spooky. Now we did a 2-0 Danican the other day. That felt pretty nice. Czarix, though, well, I know he likes to kite. But, he likes to kite, but the problem is, he's catching on to my counter kite styles. So, like, I like to cav max Czarix. But what if they just go like a mass anti-cav max build? Do I just lose? Are they trained against the cav max? I don't know. This map is pretty bad for cavalry rushes too, by the way. So it should be interesting. We also have some factions to ban. You think he's gonna play Bretonnia? Guy does like to run some Bretonnian action. Let me see. Am I top bracket? No, he's top bracket. Okay. Well, let's do it. If he goes Bretonnia, the thing is, he plays a pretty mean Bretonnia, but like, do I want to just ban him forever? I could just counterpick Bretonnia. He might just leave them for a counterpick, but that's okay. Power trip that guy into oblivion? That's not how it works. Power tripping makes me weaker. Oh dang, thank you so much. Captain Shake and Bake.
Eudamanent. Bring forth the murder.
I'll do my best. Alright, so first a ban. So Czarix, they do like to play Wood Elves, and they can win with Wood Elves versus my Bretonnia. So that's pretty terrifying. I feel like I might just get rid of their woodies. They've been playing some more Chaos factions as of late. Really interested to see how that goes. Ban Slanesh, that's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the standard good picks. Just go with the stuff that works, right? You don't have to think about it too hard. If he sees the Wood Elves are banned, though, you think he'll go Bretonnia? His first pick is High Elves. Mine was Norsca. The Norskins, they're pretty good here. Let's see here. The Bretonnian incentive has gone up slightly, though. Very slightly. He's ready to his next faction. Let's, what are the odds? So this is probably gonna get counterpicked. I think we'll do this. It's gonna be quite sweaty, yes. His second faction was Tzeentch. Mine was Coast. Don't actually know exactly how that matchup plays out. I feel like Coast is pretty strong, though. But if there's one faction that might have a sudden good matchup there, it is Tzeentch. That is quite crazy, though. It sets him up to kind of be in a more awkward position. He's dissuaded, maybe, from going for Bretonnia. Alright, let's do this. My last was Walk. His was also Walk. The Walk mirror? Alright. Alright, my dude. Huh. Not even a Bretonnia pick. Interesting. I know this guy's been learning the Chaos factions. He's beginning to see the light. The light that is Marauder Horsemen being very strong. Boy. I just need to get some good matchups up. That's mostly what Warhammer tournaments are about. With sometimes people throwing in curveballs where they learn a bad matchup and then they wreck you. But if it's a good matchup that I know, we're fine. There's a few good ones here. Does anyone know if Coast is good versus Tzeentch? Let me check the total tavern stats. The cheat sheet. Vampire Coast. Tzeentch is a 100% win rate. But it's only one game. So I don't know if that's great. And he bans the Warriors of Chaos and Mirror. He fancies me either the better Chaos player or he just doesn't like mirrors. Okay. Well, we have Coast versus Chaos, High Elves, and Tzeentch. Coast versus High Elves is just a bad one. You know, there's some Coast players that kind of know what they're doing. And they can make it slightly better for Coast. But that doesn't mean it's advantage for you. Right? Just because I might be able to cheese my way to victory. You know, as soon as Czarix counterplays at all, we just did. Norsca and Chaos versus High Elves and Tzeentch, so that's pretty fun. Coast is pretty good versus a lot of these too. Honestly, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. There's a lot of just solid matchups. So the thing is, I kind of want to just play Coast versus Tzeentch. It's such a weird matchup too, right? How often is this guy playing Tzeentch into Coast? What's he gonna do? Get a million chariots? That might actually be a big problem. Yeah. You know what? I'm banning Coast versus Tzeentch. I don't know the matchup well enough. He knows Tzeentch pretty well. Vampire Coast doesn't have a whole lot of options to deal with the chariots. And the map ain't too good for me either. I can save Coast for a better map. Tzeentch is considered good into Coast. Yeah. They have some pretty nice silver shielded Zongors. Good cleaving damage. They have the chariots, and then they have some crazy flamethrowers. If you do bring crabs, blues and pinks just do a lot of damage. They usually suck first armor, but Coast don't got that. Okay, so Norsca versus Tzeentch or Chaos. And we have Chaos versus High Elves or Tzeentch. I can force a matchup versus Tzeentch. I think I can face Tzeentch. Czarix's Tzeentch is good, but I think we can just face it. These are two like basically top tier factions against kind of like a B C tier. Now Czarix likes Tzeentch, so I still have to play very tightly. But I think we have the tools to defeat it. Oh boy, adrenaline's kicking in, guys. Khorne always screws you up in PvP. That's because Khorne is a really easy faction to get value on. So like infantry are the most stable in terms of trading. Whereas if you bring like mobility or ranged, most players don't use them above the value that you would get from just good infantry. So unless you're like really good at kiting or cav micro or what have you, you're probably just gonna get wrecked by Khorne. He wants to play Tzeentch Norsca. Ooh, alright. Tzeentch Norsca time. Oh boy. I would say this is okay. Let me check the rules. Nullstone limited to 1. Book of Secrets banned. Mask banned. No locus of conjuration. Well, it's not banned, but you can't exploit it. Master of the Mists banned. Chaos Sorcerer banned. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I think, yeah, what can Tzeentch do, man? Can Tzeentch do anything to me? Or are we just fine? I say it often, but Tzeentch is pretty chumpy, right? They're pretty chumptastic. The concept of value elasticity based on skill. Yeah, you have some units have an insanely high skill ceiling and an insanely low skill floor. I think something like Royal Pegasus Knights, it's so easy to just accidentally throw them to their deaths. Same with chariots. But if you babysit them, they feel almost indestructible. Infantry, on the other hand, it's almost impossible to do bad with them. There's like a few things where, yeah, if you throw them out of position, then they can get less value. But definitely infantry are bonkers, man. You just send them forwards. Hi from Italy. Dang. Hello. Hope you're doing well. I know I am, mostly. Just gotta shake off the adrenaline. Czarix knows how I like to play, by the way. I wonder if he's gonna go for the Tzeentch spell spam build. The guy likes dabble. Flaming sword. Flaming sword's very consistent, yes. Very, very consistent spell. I will say no more. Let's see here. Yeah, what if I just like don't go 6 horsemen and just go mass infantry? What if I flip a coin? This side is mass infantry. The other side is maybe some skirm play. I'm trying to think. Would you be prepared for like just a million Barrowin? Interesting. Interesting result. Oh crap, he's already ready though. Double cockatrice? That's crazy. That's wild. There's no way. It would be insane. Legend used to say that infantry was completely useless in the campaign meta. I think that makes a lot of sense. Campaign, you almost exclusively want to dramatically uptrade. Yeah, you really want to just extremely uptrade there. Because obviously if the AI has cheats and they're spending more money, what are you gonna do? Let's see here. Is this the build? Is this the build? I don't know, it seems kind of jankalicious to me. I don't think I need these ones. Let's see how this goes. Czarix isn't really a guy to hard counter anyways. He just plays solid styles. He never actually played that way in Warhammer 2. Oh, so you could afford fewer armies and the AI's melee cheats were more oppressive? Yeah. The good old days, for me anyways. But yeah, seriously. The legendary difficulty, it's so skewed. Before it was more skewed, but it's super unforgiving for melee builds. I feel like legendary should have, also by the way, fun build, sail plus roiling skies. If he takes a flying unit, he's just dead. I believe the Chimera is not restricted in this tournament. But yeah, they should just give units like missile resist and reduce the melee stat boost. Because then like everyone's just gonna just shoot them up all the time, you know. Blues, exalted pinks. This is his build. Man, Czarix really likes this build. I personally think it's a little wild. So he has a blue fire, he has a Tzeentch firestorm. Yeah, I think it's a little crazy, but I'm interested to see how he decides to do this. Let's see if we can bait him forwards with my dude. Kairos with the dodges though. Alright, and we have a million blues and pinks, so gonna have to deal with those. Gonna have to use the chimeras effectively. He actually netted one of my horsemen. Interesting. And that's because he has the magics. That's okay. We'll just run with them as soon as we can. Very nice. And we're just going to get one of the chimeras in. But one. Just gonna chuck out a breath attack over there. Very nice. We're just gonna dodge a Reno. Can burn ammunition on the blues and pinks, that'd be great. And he's going quite wide, interestingly enough. Oh, are you planning over here, good sir? Hopefully another breath attack can put a few of those exalted pinks in their place. We do have Sail over here. He has some sick lightning bolts. Interesting. I wonder what his first summon's gonna be though. Well, already doing a lot of damage to these exalteds. I do like that. Chimeras are extremely oppressive in that they simply do not die. You just sit there, they cause you pain and suffering. Okay, and he's decided to actually summon in some infantry, which means I feel pretty safe doing a little bit of this action. Unfortunately, one of my chimeras has already taken a bit of damage. I think we were a little too aggressive with it because it can't heal exactly. We'll just use this one for the aggro instead. I'm going to use our infantry to maybe mop up a few forces now. There is a little bit of a flyer over here. I have to deal with that. And then we have some blues. We have some blues. Taking some pot shots at my face. That is okay though. Kairos is not too bad. And in fact, he's actually slightly overextended. I think we might be able to make a play on his face. Whoop. He's gonna get a little Tzeentch's firestorm over there. That's okay. I'll just chuck out another lightning bolt to slow him down. Then we're just gonna see if we can bully the poor guy. There you go. Good amount of damage. Value trading wise, we're doing okay. Nothing too crazy. We'll probably be able to catch a few of these units over here. He's friendly fired himself a bit too. Very nice. As long as the chimeras do not die anytime soon, I'm happy. They'll need to be careful though. Kurgans are okay versus blues and pinks, but they can't afford to get shot. As you can see, that is actually extraordinarily painful. And that could give them a bit of an advantage if I'm not careful here. We kind of just want to keep focusing on the value trades. Just chuck more spells. We are masters of the sky. Sail just kind of has that effect when you're playing as the Norscans. All right. And then Sail is going to have to retire as the territory is getting a little spooky. He'll just have to stay back a little bit. But there you go. We got a few kills over there. What's Kairos doing? So Kairos only has one net left. He's not going to let me catch him here. That much is true and fine. He's going to try and damage the ROR Chimera. Interesting. Okay. But most of his guys have used up their ammunition now. I think I can start spamming berserkers for a little bit of a cleanup crew. And we're just gonna sit back and relax. No need to get overly aggressive. Let's check another breath attack over there. Only okay. Alright. How do I want to play against this rather wide line of dudes? I have lots of berserkers on the way. Interesting, they still just spamming infantry. Very interesting. What's Kairos planning? If I run towards this and dive down, no, it's gonna hit. The homing abilities of Tzeentch are quite powerful. Interesting, he's still spamming more of these guys. Okay. Sure, sure. I will say this is a difficult position to dislodge. He's actually de-summoning blues now. I don't know how I feel about that. Whether or not it's good or not is to be seen. Yeah. Alright, but I think as soon as I get these berserkers in, things will change at least a little bit. I just have to make sure they don't get shot too bad. Oh, jeez. Okay, he got another net on me. I think that's his last net, though. Yeah, it's his last net. Okay, I can live with that. This is a slightly precarious position, though. I think losing so many Kurgans is actually quite bad for me. Whoop. All right, I think we're going to try pushing in. Going to use Sail's little ability here. We're just going to dodge a little bit. Kurgans are good. They got lots of damage, and he did just use his ability. I should be able to get some pretty solid flanks here too. As long as this Chimera lives, we're okay. Just keep debuffing. And then once the Berserkers get in, then life is definitely a lot more comfortable. Especially with this big old Kurgan flank coming in, I foresee good things. Just gotta make sure my lord don't die. There you go. That's a big pounce. That's a big old pounce and a half on all of his range units. Many of them shall crumble. Many of them shall rout. Norsca is good at this kind of thing. Let's get more dudes. And the big pounce looks to be quite successful. Took a lot of setup. Whoop. Get behind the tree. Get down, sir. Alright, so far okay. So far okay, but not quite done yet. Gonna need a Uranians over here. And then eventually I'm gonna have to actually capture some points, but we're in no rush. I am mostly focusing on the value trades first and foremost. Should be able to kill off them flyers. Okay, not bad. Let's, yeah, we're gonna check this spell out. Alright. Value trading's kind of close, but I do have a healing Chimera. If I can just finish off all of the mobile pieces, I'm okay. That's a big old spell being chucked out. Gotta back up from that. Looks like the spawn are suffering though. Oh crap, I had my I had my poor guys a little out of position. Well, that's a bit of a misplay. I think we'll need to capture a point. We're just gonna slow these guys down with a bit of spell casting. Just like so. And then hopefully Sail can get his Grand Escape going. You know, he kind of needs to kill Sail here. Otherwise, he might get slowly ground down. And of course, Sail's gonna have to play quite safe. What we can do is we can start bullying Kairos, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know if I really want to bully Kairos. Ouch. Alright, big damage on the Chimera. So use another blue fire. This will be quite close, and it's gonna come down to the fact that I do not have much in the way of thingamajig. I can't think. Tickets. We are slightly behind on tickets, and that's gonna be the big doozy for us. Now this is good though. We're gonna be able to kill a bunch of those guys. Sale just needs to run and hide. He does have a lot of Tzeentch army abilities. Oh, okay. It's going okay. Just gonna chuck out another spell and Sale's gonna go into hiding. Let's pull back over here. That Tzeentch's Firestorm kind of whiffed, but I know he's saving up for a big ol' spell cast on my lord. Gotta be a little wary. Oh wow, and he brings in the Changebringers? That's kind of crazy. If they're able to get some big shots off, yes, he will be okay, but Sale does have some sick abilities. Oh, and he goes for the Chimera. What a Chad. Dang, that's actually a massive play. I didn't think he would go for the Chimera. I thought I'd slow him down and he'd be forced to run. Oh, crap. Nah, you got me. Dang, man. Very good play. Very good play. GG. Woo, GG, well played. Game number 1 goes to my opponent. That's, Warhammer League Czarix 1. GG, well played. Woof. I think his build was a pretty good versus mine. There wasn't a whole lot to skirmish. I do think I could have gone away with some more chariots though. I did kind of walk into the blue and pink span. If I had gone for the mass infantry, I think he would have been screwed. But even so, that initial fight went pretty well for me. But I misplayed this Chimera. He took too much damage. Anyways, thank you very much, Calcons, for the raid. This is a best of 3. Actually, it's quite tight. All right. We're gonna have to pull it back. Spicy Tzeentch game. Let's see here. Do I still ban his Wood Elves? Let me check the map. Map is Creeping Swamp. Okay. This map is not too bad. I gotta figure out what the picks and bans are. So I could ban Norsca just to stop him from playing Norsca. He would have access to the woodies, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think it was close, but it felt like he had a slight advantage the whole time. It was very difficult to dislodge them pinks. The map was a little small, so I couldn't get a solid flank. I think we'll still ban his woodies. I think that's fine. Now he can't play Norsca, which is slightly problematic, but I think we'll be okay. If it's Creeping Swamp, that's a good starter faction. He might go High Elves first again. Let's start with this. His first pick was High Elves, as expected. Interesting. Let's do this. Pleasure to be here. I need all the help I can get. Struggling with combat. Yeah, Warhammer is there's a lot of intricacies because you're basically playing with the game's physics system. Hey, Norsca. Okay, I went Coast. So Chaos, Coast versus High Elves, Norsca. High Elves are not the end of the world. Norsca's a little scary, but I have everything I need to defeat them. And this is actually probably a good pick. All right. To make this a series, people. If I lose, I won't end the stream right away, though. Lizardmen. All right. Yeah, if we lose, I won't end the stream right away. Because, I might play a little bit of campaign just so we don't have a super short stream, but we'll see. If we go to the ace match, I don't know. I'll feel it out. First things first, so I gotta focus on this, and I'm gonna ban High Elves first. Coast to start. So he has High Elves, Norsca, Lizardmen. I have Bretonnia, Coast, and Chaos. Very fun. I think, let's see here. Yeah, the early skirmishing with the Chimeras just put me too far behind. The non-healing Chimera should have just played way more safe. He banned the Coast matchups, makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna ban the Bretonnians versus the Lizards. Chaos versus High Elves, Norsca, and Lizardmen. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Bretonnia versus High Elves and Norsca. The thing is, I feel like he would know that matchup. I feel like he would know it and play a mean Norsca counterplay build, but I don't know. What else do we got? Lizardmen versus Chaos. Honestly, I feel like I should just stick with my guns. Just play a nasty Chaos, right? But I can kind of force. Like, the thing is, like, Bretonnia is pretty good into High Elves and Norsca. Let's see here. Chaos versus... I guess I'll just ban Chaos versus Norsca. Although, does he know how to play a mean enough Norsca? Is he gonna play a mean enough Norsca to win that one? Last time I played Chaos versus his Lizardmen, it was super close. It was actually just stupid close. But I'm happy to replicate it. I did play it without DLC units. Sure. Let's just... Out of all of these... Yeah, I'll just ban Chaos versus Norsca. Kind of simpler that way. Are you actually going to see mass Shadow Warriors or Silver Helms? From Czarix, maybe. If he plays High Elves, he likes Shadow Warriors. The thumbnail is a representation of what I believe they are going to go for. So the last matchups is Bretonnia versus High Elves and Norsca, and Chaos versus High Elves and Lizardmen. Should be quite interesting. I do need to get my Bretonnia versus Norsca matchup set up. I am not amazing at that one, and I feel like I could be. I feel like it's a great counterpick to Norsca. I also wonder if I should ban Norsca next round. It will leave Wood Elves up. And given that he wants to play High Elves, he probably wants to play the other matchup too, right? Hey, Attack Speed Enjoyer, what's up? Happy to have you here. Oh, he's thinking. Does he want to play versus Chaos or Bretonnia? I will say, me dropping a Norsca game is pretty rough. Usually that Tzeentch build doesn't do super well, but... yeah. Man, I do wish I had gone for the mass infantry, though. I feel like a million Barrowmen would crush it, but I don't know if he would just switch over to Kairos Kite. Kairos Kite is very scary, actually. Because he can kill like 1,500 gold with the abilities. Batman. Gonna get some Eltharion versus Bretonnia. Eltharion is quite scary. Alberic, though. You can't beat this. 30 bonus versus large, 57 melee attack. This guy's a menace. Lewin's cool too, but we all love Alberic. Yeah, we don't got read it. Hello, hello, Pyro the Lawless. First time chatter. If you haven't been here before, this is most of the time I stream multiplayer, but I've been trying to mix in some sick challenge campaigns. The one that we're doing tomorrow is, or maybe even today, is we play as Slaanesh. And every other faction in the game has 500 speed on everything. That one's pretty fun. Okay, I'll play the Chaos versus Lizardmen Grudge match. He left High Elves Bretonnia open, so he's feeling pretty confident about that. I haven't played the matchup a lot. Let's play Chaos versus Lizardmen. Hell yeah. This should be fun. This should be very fun. Alright. The Chaos. Chaos versus Lizards. So last time I played this, I used Hell Cannons to snipe his skirmishers. That went pretty well. And he wanted to use Crockguard to try and snipe them, but it didn't quite work. This time around, though, it's a little different. I think Czarix is Czarix probably gonna be ready for Hell Cannons, one way or another, or he's just gonna position Crockguard slightly more optimally. It was just a slight misposition that screwed him over badly. Let's see, magic wise, what do I want? There's a few fun magic options that we have here. A few fun ones that I think we can bully him with. Let's see here. I think Czarix almost exclusively goes Skink Kite with Salamanders here. That means Buna's very good because it just destroys Salamanders. But, well, it also kills his cavalry. Like, Buna's just really good. I almost wonder how this goes, though. Is this a good build? Is this a build that cooks? Not just Archie with the standard kit. Archie with standard kit is good. They are very fighty, but they're also not perfect. Archaon unfortunately has just a few weaknesses. Mostly you can't really heal him effectively. Yeah, you can summon a Nurgle sorcerer, but it's kind of cost inefficient. Changeling into Archaon. The Mega Chad plays. Let's see here. What's he gonna bring? All the Warriors of Chaos stuff is a ruse? What do you mean by that? Let's see here. So if I'm dealing with skinks, there's not a lot of other playstyles. Like, Czarix almost always goes the same playstyle here. I could go with, I could try some of this action. There's a few ways I can force Skink Kite forwards if I have to. I don't think that's a big issue. It would be pretty funny to use chariots, but they're not fast enough to catch skinks once they're poisoned, sadly. Lizardmen. I guess I can just do something like this. Just something very simple. Yeah, this kind of feels good. Hey, hello. Knight Canter. We're down one. But I have a pretty good matchup. This is Chaos versus Lizardmen. This is, generally speaking, a good matchup. Generally speaking, it is good for you, but you do have to be quite careful. The opportunities or the situations where you can just get completely wrecked are most definitely there. You got this. I appreciate the confidence. This is one that I know. Like, I think this is just going to come down to play. Whoever can get the micro off better. Is Czarix streaming too? Not sure. At most, I think they'd only be streaming on Discord, though, not actually like a Twitch stream. At least as far as I know, they don't do Twitch streams. So far, I'd say my build looks all right. I think it's just missing like a little bit of secret sauce, though. There's just like the slightest amount of secret sauce missing. And I don't know how to fill it out properly. Imagine running steer car. Get the steer car in. Crush some face with them. Let's see here. You will have a lot of skinks. I guess like these guys are okay, but they're so okay. They're so average, bro. I kind of remember how it felt last time. Oh boy, this is a wild pick. I don't think this is a good idea. Although, maybe it is. Alright, I can kind of fill it with this. Oh, okay. I swear I'm not overcooking. I swear this is a legitimate build. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, alright. There's a few things hinging on victory here. So I do have a Hell Cannon, in case he does not have an ability to snipe it. But it is in reserve. I got a Dreadmaw. Dreadmaw is allowed here. I have a ton of Forsaken. If he spams Skinks, the Dreadmaw is very good against them. Along with the typical Hellstrider spam. What's not to love? Yeah, we'll just park over here. Dreadmaw will go here. And I'm actually teching rather hard into anti-skink. Because I brought Pinkfire. Ready, good luck, have fun. I brought me some Pinkfire. This guy's just on a horse, but I think if I can just use this up enough, we can get enough skink kills to feel good about ourselves. If he goes flyers, we have manticores. All very comfortable stuff. I think the Dreadmaw should do great. We got Hellstriders over here for this point. I think I'll park my Sorcerer there too. And so the battle begins. We have a Skink Priest of Beasts with just Flock of Doom, and we have a red-crested Skink Chief. A couple Saurus units, so this is 4, 4, 4, 2. So there's only a couple units I don't see. That's good for me. I feel like the Dreadmaw is just going to be good, though. I don't know if he has, like, Chameleon Stalkers or something nearby. I think that's the one thing that's kind of iffy. I don't know if he wants to, like, flank a Hell Cannon or something. But I guess we'll just wait. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Spotted them. They're going to get a little bit of damage, but we're okay. And the Dreadmaw is just going to pop up on their faces. And it's going to do a lot of damage. Now you can see he's dancing like a mad lad. That's because he knows that I want to get the reburrow action on the Dreadmaw. Just going to chuck out a pink fire. Very nice. Okay, and the damage so far is good. So now that we've seen them, I can bring in the Hell Cannon. Very nice. Just gonna burrow the Dreadmaw. Okay, just gonna get a little bit of a flank with the Hellstriders. Dreadmaw is just gonna be annoying. It's here to simply distract them for a little bit. Hell Cannon can definitely get a lot of work done. And these skinks shouldn't do too much damage to the Forsakens. He does unfortunately capture the point though, but I think we're still doing alright. There's gonna be a good little bit of damage there though. That's quite nice. In fact, I think that just straight up routs them. Hell yeah. Not bad then. Now both armies are quite mobile here. I do have a plan though. You'll notice I have a rather significant number of dogs at my disposal. I am most definitely going to be using those here. I think we'll summon them in now. It's quite an interesting strat, but skinks do not like dogs very much. And they will absolutely be suffering against them. So I do look forward to that business. Because when you're skinking this hard... You're skinking this hard? I don't know. I don't know if you'll do okay. That'll be a very good spell cast over there. Very nice. And the Hell Cannon's just bullying him now. You can see massive damage to his little skinks. And the dogs can actually get the chase downs that I need. These guys should be super ultra dead very soon. We do love a little bit of that. And that's a big old fat route. I knew this matchup would be pretty good for me because last time we beat him without DLCs. This time I have DLCs. It's a big difference. But I gotta not throw, right? We still have quite the match to go. Dogs are doing good though. And what we can do is just get a few units of infantry. There we go. Let's pull over here. Then I just start chasing off skinks with the dogs because they do have quite high leadership. You want them to not stick around as much as possible. He does have some cavalry. Okay, that is okay. We do have a spawn summon over here. And I think we'll just chuck it out right on top of all those cold ones. Whoop, gotta run from that. That's kind of nasty. Lots of cav, but we're still doing pretty good. See, the dogs are quite proficient at the chase down. I think I can catch, if I can catch this pocket, that'd be great, but there is a cav unit there to support. So I have to be very, very careful. That should help us kill off those skinks over there. Very nice. Okay, I gotta make use of my Hellstriders again. We still have quite a bit of a match. I have to be wary. He's not gonna expect this dog spam though. That's more than enough to shut down his mobility. Many of my dogs are routing though, which I do not like. But I should be able to get into this cookie jar. Okay, here we go. You just gotta overwhelm the skinks. Just jump them, man. Just completely and utterly break their spirit. And indeed, the damage is good. The damage is very good. Hell yeah. Alright, and that's gonna be a big old fat skink massacre, ain't it? Maybe we even get his lord if we're lucky. Red Marge. Gonna get that sick terror out. We definitely need that. Very nice. I forgot to move my marauders. That's okay. And I think we're gonna get a manticore now. This guy's just gonna hunt down his lord. Its singular purpose is that. All right. There we go. And there's capture point. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I just gotta split up and properly disengage from this situation. Then I think we're okay. A couple Croxagores are not the end of the world. And we just gotta get the chase downs going. Hellstrider should be able to get a bit of work done too. Though, okay, yeah, value-wise, we're actually doing quite well. So I think if I just make use of my Hellstriders properly, we'll be okay. There you go. And that's mass skink killage. Okay, I can use the Dreadmaw here in a second. Whoop, kind of mis-microed it, but we're okay. If I can kill off his lord at a good time, that'd be perfect. And there's the Dreadmaw. Unfortunately, Manticore is kind of sucking. I'm gonna see if we can stabilize its leadership, but no, the Manticore routes. Ouch. Okay, slightly unfortunate then. Ticket-wise, it's kind of close too. His lord is still sticking around also. Okay, so we actually still have a bit of a match on our hands. Okay, Manticore will route off into a decent position though. We know the Hellstriders are good. I just gotta keep pummeling them. Manticore actually re-rampages in. Kind of wild. Look at this guy. Okay, but I should be able to just charge in here. That'll be pretty decent. Gotta make sure we don't get flock doomed or something. Whoop. Gotta really micro the dogs here. Okay, yeah, Manticore will die. He does screw up his flock of doom cast, thankfully. But yeah, very much so. Still quite a match on our hands here. I'm gonna have to be really careful. His lord's so low, I wish I could snipe him. But he's gonna make it as hard as possible. I can't save him for the late game if I really want to. But I am a little worried about those Croxagores. The Croxagores are a big ol' issue. He does summon a bunch of units on the far side though. I think we can make use of that. I feel like I've almost over-teched on the dogs. I feel like I have so many here. It's actually a slight hindrance. Oh, he does actually get his lord routed though. Wait, if I can kill him here and then get a mass route, that could be huge. That could be very big indeed. He's just spamming skinks onto this point. I can deal with that. Okay. Come on. He's at 52 HP. Ah, crap. Alright, actually jumping this guy is going to be quite difficult. Yes. Okay, I gotta make use of this. We gotta make use of this as much as possible. Get the charges. Get the boys. If I can mass terror out these guys, I'm great. Okay, so far the routes are okay. I think if we, yeah, spam some horsemen over here. And the goal is to just get in the grind and make use of that lord kill. Holy jeez. That's a mass route and a half. Yeah, Lizardmen are good, but on the leadership front, they ain't that good. If I can route off yet another unit, that'd be great. Time is of the essence, though. Definitely gotta just get in there as much as we can. You can see the Lord loss penalties already starting to wear off. And he's doing a good job resetting his charge bonuses and such. Roll cold ones should route, though. And we still have the capture point. That's good. Is that a Saurus? It's Saurus. Oh, crap. Oh, this is going to be difficult. I don't know if we win this. Obviously, that's a good pounce, but it is far from over, actually. Very far from over. Unfortunately, I have so many dogs here. They just do not cook very hard. And he's resummoned his lord. Now, he is quite cheap. That, of course, helps out my opponent a lot. I can buy me a little bit of time here, though. And we can potentially get a bit of deeps on him. You can see the skink spam. Still goes very hard. But, yeah, Dreadmaw's doing okay. Should be able to capture this point fairly easily. Okay, and we do have the point. So that's gonna buy me a bit more time. We have a Manticore in here. And I should have, hopefully... Okay, we have more infantry. I'll settle for that. Dang, those javelins are hurting bad. Oh, they hurting real bad. This little pocket over here could be going slightly better for me too, but a double cap is still good. I should be able to jump these guys. If they don't get the charge, that's perfect. Whoop. They did get the charge. And so it was not perfect. Jeez. Alright. At least we're gonna get a good chase off here. I'm gonna get a sick Dreadmage on his cavalry. If he gets his point, though, I'm actually kind of boned. Value trading, it says it's good for me, but it really is not the bestest. You don't trust the value trading in this business. Ah, crap, I think he's gonna get me. I think he's barely gonna get me. I thought the dogs would crush his skinks, but yeah, no, this is actually looking bad now. Okay, so he's still spamming skinks. That's okay, actually. And we'll have some Hellstriders here, but we're still sitting on a 2 cap is the problem. So you can see he has his big ol' regiment of renowned boys here. Now I can try to swarm this point, perhaps, and get a capture. If he's feeling a little too safe over here. Okay. We're gonna get a decent fight. He's pulling in the boys though. I should be able to at least get a route and my lord on the point. Ticket wise, it is extraordinarily close. And what I really need are Hellstriders, bro. Now we are on the point, that's good. But to actually get it, I don't know, man. Hellstriders over here are doing good. We gotta have another Hellstrider on this location. Solid. And I do have a lot of guys over here. The Dreadmage is chilling, and it's gonna get a pretty nice unburrow over there. But I have to get this point. It is the only way we can secure a victory. And right now, it is actually not in my favor. Now, we do get a pretty solid route. I do have a big fat Dreadmaw on here. You can see he's already thinking about just hunkering down on the last point. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, I think I went too hard on the dogs, man. I think I went too hard on the dogs. Okay, how's the ticket situation looking? Well, okay, I got the point. Okay, and I do win on a 1, but he's gonna be able to secure this one. That's okay. It means I have time, right? Okay, I do have a lot of Hellstriders and a lot of dogs. So he's just gonna secure this one. There's nothing to do there. But I can steal this one back. Now the question is it fast enough where I still win on a 1 cap, or am I gonna have to dislodge him off a point? I think that's the big question of the day. I do have a lot of time on my hands. There is that. And that time is great. It's just gonna buy me opportunities to trade, which is the most important thing. So now we're going to relocate. Now that I should have that high ground point, that's good. Okay. It ain't too bad. It is actually a rather okay-ish. We accept okay-ish in this house. Okay, here we go. You can see he's pulling in the cav. He really doesn't want me to get all over there. Those dogs will be magnificent capture weight though. Okay, and the rotation is going swiftly. The Dreadmaw will be able to get in there soon. Hopefully we can get a decent enough charge here. He does have the Croxagore stopping his skinks from routing, but yeah, it's actually pretty decent. I just gotta make sure he doesn't take this point back, but if I think we do that, we're actually okay. And there you go, there's actually a massive route on his units. Oh my gosh, bro. That's such a huge route. Okay, and that's the point. Nice, very nice. Hell yeah, brother. I knew Chaos could cook. I knew Chaos could cook. Thank goodness they cooked. We have an ace match, people. Oh, every time Czarix makes me sweat in this matchup, but it is very winnable for Chaos just because their late game is absurd. Hellstrider late game is bonkers, and the skinks, they don't route until they do. They're quite strange in that way. Oh jeez, what a sweat fest that was. Ent washed? Not today, son. Not today. We gave him hope. That's where it hurts, right? We give him a bit of hope and then we take it away. All right. And victory is ours. Very nice. Very, very nice. GG, well played. Oh. All right, Dreadmaw is OP as usual. Hell Cannon got its value back. I kind of flubbed the Manticore, and you can see my dogs. They didn't do that much, but they were very good capture weight. This was kind of designed to beat a skink build, but it's not as good as one might think. He didn't go hard on the salamanders. a little scared from last time, me just killing them so quickly. The Kroxigors are smart though. Kroxigors really help the dogfights. But his cavalry just couldn't cook. Very little mobility. He's been liking the infantry builds lately. Alright. We made him bleed. We're also bloodied. Oh boy, alright. Not even close. Now, I don't have Chaos or Norsca anymore. The map is Crystal Lake. Very big and open map. Okay. It's actually extremely open. Alright, let's do this. So he's gonna ban Slaanesh. Who would have guessed? Alright. So he likes the High Elves. I can't go Norse Chaos, man. Dude, that sucks. Can't try this. I can't attempt it. Alright. First pick of the day is down. And he goes greenskins first. What a mad lad. I went Bretonnia. The mix-ups. The green boys. Pretty clever. He doesn't play a lot of greenskins though, right? He doesn't play a whack load of greenskins, so... Let's go for this faction next. My second pick is Beastmen. Theirs is Norsca. That's okay. Interesting. Greenskins and the Norskins. How do I feel about this? So he's mixing it up. Czarix is going full melee. I don't know if this is a bloody rage or if he has some plans cooking. He has played all both factions, but he hasn't gone for the High Elves. I think his last faction is, yeah, High Elves, though. Alright. Vampire Coast Beastmen, Bretonnia versus Greenskins, Norsca, and High Elves. Very, very odd looking set of factions for both of us, honestly. Bretonnia, though. Do we have Pope Patty in here? It's been mentioned. We're finally running Bretonnia. Coast is interesting. Against Greenskins, it's kind of a toss-up. The Savage Orcs main is definitely really good there. We have a Coast into Norsca, Coast into High Elves, obviously really bad. I think my Beastman into his High Elves is extraordinarily bad. I think that would be the worst decision I could possibly make. Czarix plays such a mean High Elves. But we might end up playing my Bretonnia versus High Elves, and it'll just be a test of how good I am at Bretonnia. Go Slaanesh corruption map? Sure, why not? Hey, it looks like it changes the terrain ever so slightly. You guys see that picture? It's just a little bit sloped down more. I think that's fine though. You never get stressed watching a Warhammer battle? You know, you never been so stressed watching before. Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. All best of 3 format each game. All right. Oh man. Oh boy. Man, Czarix is he's such a menace. I'm like using all like the best units. He's just spamming skinks. What a guy, man. Alright, so he's starting with the bans. I would love like a Bretonnia versus High Elves or a Coast versus Greenskins. There's enough even matchups here where we probably will be able to get that. He bans Coast versus Greenskins though, rip. Alright. Yo, Bretonnia versus Greenskins would be wild. Wild Anticity Bretonnia pick. Does Bretonnia, do they tussle versus greenskins? Where's Pope Patty, man? I need him to give me the sick Grail Knight tech. Oh, he's like hard forcing Bretonnia. He can force me to play Bretonnia if he really wants to. It's either, ooh, okay, wait. It's either Bretonnia versus greenskins or Bretonnia versus Norsca. Interesting. Or I can play Beastmen versus Norsca. Beastmen versus Norsca is just gonna be like, yeah, it's just a raw test of skill, right? Both sides are just punching each other in the face. He does have the Dreadmaw. I do have Slongors. Oh man, bro, what's more fun? What's better for me? I don't know. It's either that or I leave Bretonnia versus greenskins. Now, Bretonnia versus greenskins. I think greenskins have too much AP cavalry. I think they'll just slow trade you to death. Yeah, Beastmen probably feel safer. Then I can also leave Bretonnia versus High Elves up, but he didn't ban that last time. I could... Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Like, Bretonnia versus Norsca, I have to leave open. The question is, do I leave Bretonnia High Elves, Beastmen Norsca, or Bretonnia Greenskins? He's a High Elf main. He's gonna have some sort of weird counter, and I'm just gonna get wrecked because I'm not used to it. So I think we banned that, and we banned Bretonnia Greenskins. So it's Beastmen Norsca or Bretonnia Norsca. All right. All right. Ooh. So either Czarix... Well, I forced him to play Norsca, which is not one of his main factions. He's not a crazy Norscan player. But the essentials are enough to probably hard carry him to victory. But at least he's not bringing out wacko builds. You know, the guy's not going to bring out, like, the quad chariot tech that no one's seen before. Or, like, the Throg puking tech. All right. He's probably just going to go a normal Bearman Tide or something. I don't think he'll Moby Max me either. And the great thing about Norsca is everyone kind of knows how they play. The question is, do I know the counter? Because I don't play a lot of Bretonnia or Beastmen. I think I've played them only slightly more than Czarix has played Norsca. That'd be pretty cool. That would double Norsca loss in the finals. But we see them a lot because they're an S tier faction. I do have the advantage of having played Norsca a lot, so I know what makes them tick. He's thinking hard. That's a good sign, I think. Oh, this will be real interesting. You think we'll see a Dreadmaw from Czarix? Is he a Dreadmaw enjoyer? Anyone know if he just like hates them so much he doesn't run them? I'll happily accept that. Double Breton. Yeah, he should have left Slaanesh open for this madness. Norsca's Monster Mash is too much for modern Bretonnia? Well, hopefully you're not right, because he wants to face Bretonnia. How interesting. By the power of Pope Patty within me. Give me victory this day. This'll be real interesting. Oh. Oh boy. This'll be spice for sure. So we have the Norskins. We have the Norskins. They have a bunch of things that are rather painful to deal with. Double Cygor, Trebuchets. A few ideas. Czarix without any high elf games today though, very sad. Would have been cool to play Bretonnia versus High Elves, but I'm just like... I'm sure he has some just completely off the cuff build. They'll just get me killed. So we are up against the Norskins. Bretonnia's fun though, they're very fun. The threat of Alberic makes me think he'll just go Bearman spam. Does Bearman spam survive Alberic though? If he just goes Bearman spam, I feel like that's great for me. Am I crazy? Just some basic Bearman spam. It's not like Bearman just like, it's not like you just take Bearman and you win, right? That's not how that works. Let's see here. Yeah, I definitely want to get some of these. Yeah, it's best of 3. This is actually the last game. Okay, so I have some of this stuff. Interesting. And then how do I want to mop up? I need something to clean up the rest of his army. Anyone know if mounted yeomen are good into Norsca? I feel like they don't cook unless Alberic is there just super buffing them. I'm sure they're great capture weight. The big thing is making sure you have enough to kill Bearman. First and foremost, you must be able to defeat the Bearman. Let's see here. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good, but I feel like it's missing a little bit of oomph. Beast Slayers are kind of cool. Beast Slayers of Baston. The kind of height. They kind of cool. Yeah, this should be not bad. Am I seeing Bretonnia? Pope Patty has arrived. Yeah, it's Bretonnia versus Norsca, man. I'm gonna try and do you proud. Guide me, Pope Patty. Guide me. What is thy guidance? No infantry, trust a brother. Really? No infantry? Oh, okay, okay. You know what? Say no more, man. Are you kidding me? Telling Anticity to not bring infantry. What a guy. All cab? Dang, do I even run trebuchets? Are you telling me I run no trebuchets and I just pure cab max? You don't have to tell me twice, man. I'll do it. That's like a dream come true. I guess I'd have to be wary of a Dreadmaw. Yeah, Royal Pegasus Knights are goated. Yeah. I do remember you saying that last time. No trebs! No trebs! Alright. Only cab. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Okay. This will be interesting. Do you think mounted yeoman archers are good here or no? I think mounted yeoman archers is good here. Oh no. No, this is great. You're back. Had to grab some food. Did you win? We won the Chaos versus Lizardmen game. We are in the ace match against Norsca now. Terrifying little business. Okay, alright. With the power of Pope Patty invested in me, we shall do our best. Definitely mounted yeoman archers. Dang. In reserve, though. In reserve? Why in reserve? I feel like I need the capture points early. Am I crazy for that? Wait, why in reserve? What would possibly want me to not have them in the main? Normal yeomen with Alberic are low-key Hellstriders? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they get the speed buff, they get the anti-large. Well, yeah, they actually become Hellstriders. Sure, they're squishy, but they cost 400. Oh, dang, yo, that's kind of sick. Lance formation swaps? Oh man, I wish lance formation was better. But sadly it ain't that good. It's not very much so worth the micro. Oh, I see. We're cutting off reinforcements at the start. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you think Green Knight is insane here? Need some heavy cav to push your skirmishers into the corner? Okay. Oh boy. Alright. We're doing our best here. Army blocker always obfuscates everything. It's great. Alberic beats everything. No terror. I guess Barrowman spam is the thing. I guess you don't really need terror. Bretonnia or Norsca is quite terror resistant. I guess you're right. And then you're just saying Cav max. Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant, or more Grail Knights spam / Grail Guardians. Also, Grail Knights or Grail Guardians. Just give me the whole build, mate. Czarix isn't readying up. Once he readies up, then we'll lock it in. Yeah, no terror. What a mad lad. Okay. This guy's crazy, man. I trust him, though. Pope Patty knows what they're doing. Alberic on a Pegasus is hella fast, too. Helps him get around. Oh my gosh. I love how Pope Patty is. He's like, this is my moment. Info dump him. 2 Knights of the Realm. Okay. Oh, I guess the army block is not blocking anything because I'm just reading Pope Patty's build. Spam Knights Errant. And 2 questings. Interesting. I don't have a lot of money to do that, man. I ain't rich. Okay, let's see if I can adjust the funds a little bit here to make this work. Wait, so do I run Grail Knights or Grail Guardians? Because I remember you mentioned that I should take some more elite stuff. And like that's what I was doing wrong before. Oh, this kind of hype. Reserves is just mounted yeomen, archers, and the normal ones. Huh. So let me see the army? No, what if it's gonna spoil? What if it's gonna spoil? It has to be my own army anyways. No Grail Knights or Guardians? What? No Grail Knights or Guardians? Oh my gosh. Alright, never mind. So it is just Knights Errant and Knights of the Realms, fam. Holy crap. I was just lacking the Pegasus Knights. I see. I see. Alright, I've seen the light. I have the build then. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I have the build. The build has arrived. The build is very good. Okay, alright. I see what you're cooking. 4 Knights of the Realm and 2 Royal Pegasus in the start. I like this start slightly more. We're gonna still, you know, we're not just gonna full copy your build, but this is basically full copying your build. It's just slightly different. Ever so slightly different. You better win this? Oh boy. Alright. Watch me just like flub the Royal Pegasus Knights. Non-zero chance, man. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an expert at playing Bretonnia, but I have okay micro. Just don't get Bunut, right? Like that's the TLDR. Don't let them die to nothing. 10 Swiss francs? Alright. I'm locking in. Oh boy. Whoa. It's funny how on Total Tavern, Chaos currently have a 39% win rate. Yeah, it's weird because I like love Chaos. I think Chaos is the bomb, man. Alright. So I'm gonna start with 2 yeomen just so I can get the points captured a little sooner. He's gonna start judging me. I can feel it already. Could put these guys on 1 for the better micro. All right. We just gotta line up this pillar so that my knights actually go around it properly. Yeah, and that way you can just kind of walk forwards. We have this point. This looks good. All right, all right. Very good luck, have fun. He only has 10 units. That's kind of strange. That seems real low. 10 units, you say? What would compel a man to have 10 units in a Norscan army? That's an average of like 900 gold per unit. On the dot, even. All right. Bearmen, great weapons. That's kind of crazy. Well, he does have a Marauder Horsemaster. We can absolutely bully them. Maybe get a bit of a surround. These guys have no shields. So this is actually really good for the yeoman, I believe. And then I just cut off his reinforcements, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Alright, this ain't too bad. He tries to dodge. Biffs it. We get the dodge. Nice. Not bad. Not bad of a start. Okay, and that's just the Bearman crew. Now there's Thragi. Thragi has arrived onto the battlefield. I just have to not throw versus him. He does have a final transmutation. Nothing too crazy. Alberic. Feigning a charge. He can dodge. It's not a big problem. Whoop. I think I took a little bit of damage on my Pegasus Knights. Whoopsie daisies. It's a little unfortunate, but we do have a triple cat. Very nice. And what I can do is I can start that big ol' murderage of his stuff. Can start cutting off them reinforcements like you said, right? Just gotta be a little careful with Alberic. I think I almost just let him die there. There we go. All right, and now we have the reinforcements cut off. So now you're saying the yeomen have free reign, right? They should be able to do really well. There's nothing you can reinforce here with that will be able to stop this. What is this? That's just a free pick, right? I'm not crazy. Pretty sure that's just yeah, that's just a free pick. Well, ain't that nice? There should be no escape with Alberic over here. We absolutely want to get that while we just shoot up his great weapons. We're just gonna, yeah, dive bomb him. We have some Fimir coming in behind us, but I think we're okay. Yeah, they are super duper caught up. All right. Very nice. Yeoman can stop him from capturing this point. That much is sure. He's gonna make him unbreakable with the Thragi, but lots of deeps has been chucked out. All right. Very nice. We're gonna get more cabin. Just have to get a proper disengage is all. He only has 1 point, which is not super impressive. With the Pegasus Knights here, we can definitely get a lot of deeps in. Just have to be a little careful. Okay, we get one of his guys off of my face. Very nice. And then I can just collapse in on these guys. Those are just Bearmen, great weapons. Nothing too bad. Gonna chuck out another heal. Very nice. And we're going to chuck out this spell to maybe rout him off. We're lucky. We'll see if we can do it. He has a lot of units routing nearby, so if this goes well enough, then yeah, huge. And he chucks out a giant final transmutation on my face. Now the healing is still better. Can offset it, and if I pull away, we're still fine. It's just a normal final transmutation. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I can live with that. In the meantime, I can just kill off these skin wolves. Ain't no problem over there, that's for sure. And so far the picks are good, I would say. That's a good Searing Doom though. Ouch, 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 ouch. Can I kill off the skin wolves though? Okay, yeah, they do get routed. Hell yeah. Okay. So far so okay. I have to be a little careful with the trades and such. But we did rout off a unit of skin wolves, which is good. I gotta be careful not to fight around Throg. The Pegasus Knights are still alive, which is what matters to me. Now, he does finally have the triple cap, but clock's kind of ticking. Oh, wow. Value trade's terrible for me. What the crap? All right. I don't know why the value trading's so bad. I thought it would have been better. I guess we'll just focus on picking off reinforcements then. Albera can definitely get in here. I guess those are pretty nice Searing Dooms. Where's my caster at? All right, let's rotate and like steal a point. At the very least, I can pick off these trolls. They're very free. Very free indeed. He does have some units here to help out. Maybe I don't want to commit to this. Yeah, maybe I don't want to commit to this. Okay. Over here, to the other point. Picked off a couple bearmen. We still have a long ways to go. Again, I need to remember to turn on fire at will later. This bearman I can definitely just charge in the face. Okay, and if, oh yeah, Throg's miles away. Okay, this is good then. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Should be able to rout off those bearmen. Like no one's business, right? And I can just make use of my heals to keep my guys patched up. Okay, we're gonna turn on fire at will again. Okay, yeah, those bearmen are dead. Okay, not too bad. I just gotta keep focusing on the trades. Oh, crap. Should have seen that one coming. I'll still be able to get a partial dodge. It's not too bad. Okay. And we still have all of our Pegasus Knights, which is the most important thing. But okay, he's gonna be sitting on a double cap. Obviously, the Yeomen are great. Be able to get lots of damage here. Maybe pick off a couple more bearmen if we're lucky. But I must be very careful. Blobicity, yeah. Lots of blobs. Kind of sus. There's a good little tussle, though, in the far side. Nice, solid little route over there. I do still have one more little trident from Alberic. And we can definitely maneuver, potentially outmaneuver my opponent here. Remember, he's also not summoning much, right? Not a lot's actually been brought into the battlefield. Okay, and I'm just gonna fake a charge here. Yeah, you can see there's a little worry. Oh, interesting that he has capture weight on this point. I guess he does have a lot of infantry. I just need to find myself in a good enough position to take the fight. I guess if he doesn't get any reinforcements, I just slowly get an advantage, right? Until I can eventually completely kill this horse. That's an idea. And he summoned in another horseman here. Okay, that's good. So we'll use one to chase, one to cut him off. The hunting tactics. This one horseman should not be able to get too much work done, I don't think. Okay, and maybe we can get some picks. In the meantime, we're just gonna, yeah, get a couple skin wolves. Hell yeah. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, look at those guys. They're just running. They do not like that. That's gonna be a nice Searing Doom though, but I get a partial dodge again. And yeah, okay. There goes that entire cav summon. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, so they should just be dead. Okay. I like this kind of reinforcement cutting off maneuver. Just keep shooting the bearmen, I guess. Just make sure he doesn't summon any units. I guess if it gets to that point, I guess that's really good for us. You can see his army just does not feel very large at all, right? Okay, so now we have a questing knight. And I have all the time in the world to get the rest of my summons in. That is very important. Now, you're still going to have more Searing Dooms and such, but it's not the end of the world. It's kind of going nicely. Just got to keep preventing any summons. And just take my time and get all my units out. Maybe de-summon my Yeomen. Oh man, look at that. The dog spamming the trees. This will be interesting. Can we catch him? I think we do. He's like desperately trying to reinforce. We're not gonna let him though. We got a couple UOmen in here. And if he has to take this fight, that's really bad for him, right? There's gonna be a solid heal. It's gonna be a big old fat surround. And if he moves off of this point to support with Throg, I just capture it. That's great for me, actually. Alberic has come in with the steel chair. Very nice. Just cycle charge with these bad boys. All right. Capture point going okay. Then we break their morale. Okay, we got the point. We got the point. Throg is actually very out of position right now. Wow, look at that. We're getting some routes over here. That's good. Okay, and then Albert just sits here, right? Because he gives anti-large bonus. The guy's got some crazy anti-large bonuses. Just gonna chuck out a final transmutation. We're just gonna try and heal it back up. Okay, you know what? Maybe the Fimirs in the trees are a little bit scarier than I thought they were. Okay, that fight did not go as well as I thought it would. Never mind. Never mind, man. I don't know how I feel about that one. Got some cleanup duty to do. Ouch, bro. Wait, that got a crazy amount of damage. Bro, the Fimir cooked hard. Ah, crap, and now he's gonna get summons in. Okay, I thought it was going well. It was not going well. It was not going the bestest. And now I am out of summons. So I'm gonna have to start de-summoning. That is okay. I can do that. Yeah, I stayed a bit too long, didn't I? Stayed a wee bit too long. That still ain't too bad. But now we're kind of in the phase where the clock's ticking. I don't know if I like that. What's he summoning over there? Okay, yeah, I'll have loads of resummons in a second. Oh, I don't know if this is going well though. Oh boy. I thought it was going okay and then it just kind of fell apart. I really need my resummons now too. That's actually gonna be a little bad. Now this is good though. I am going to be able to get a lot of routes. Okay, Pegasus Knight charge was good. Crap, didn't see it. I heard it, I didn't see it. Oh crap. I think maybe I should have been trading sooner. No. Let's see here. All right, I need the mounted yeoman to steal back at this point. I kind of have to get this point too. If I don't, we're just super boned. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get the heals off. I have lots of cavalry incoming, and that should buy me some time. At least that's the hope. He's getting in there. He's getting rear charge. Lots of deeps for sure. Okay, it's gonna be one route. That's okay, I guess. Oh, but you can see he's spamming the infantry now. Oh, Nelly. Oh, there come the ice dogs. Dang, man. Yeah, Czarix is gonna win this. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about Bretonnia versus Norsca. I think I obviously didn't play it perfectly, but I got a lot of free picks, right? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Maybe I should have gone for the big fight against his wide line. He was split on 2 points. But even like with all my guys on the Fimir, it didn't go well. He did get some huge final transmutations though. Yeah, 4,000 value on that guy. All right, I guess that's it. You can't just let him final transmute your face. Dang, man. Not enough Knights of the Realm. I had the max. I had the max. What do you mean? Ah. Knights Errant are good, but not even close to Knights of the Realm. I had max of both. So I was thinking like, I don't know, maybe we could just like eventually pummel him. But like, he didn't really offer many opportunities for me to get kills. There was one fight that looked like it was going to go well, but then it kind of went south. It was kind of crazy though, even with all the horseman picks, he still got it. GG, well played. Dang, man. I did miss out a few troll kills too. Some infantry went hurt. I was listening to Pope Patty. Becoming Protestant. Oh, man. I do think the Royal Pegasus Knights are really good. I don't know how I'm supposed to kill the Fimir, though. I think I don't have the pouncing intuition to get them killed. There were probably some points where Pope Patty saw that I could kill the Fimir, but I ended up not taking it. And I think that kind of screwed me over. I like the flanking him and making sure he can't reinforce. There's definitely a lot you can do there. But it doesn't feel like this is a great one, though. With more practice, you got this. Yeah, I'll just keep playing it more. Ooh. Fun matches, though.
With more practice, you got this, trust me.
How many Fimir did he have? He only had the 2. Otherwise, it was just Ice Troll spam. Interesting. Thank you so much for the Swiss francs, though. We unfortunately did not win it. Champions of Cornell did not do well. Knights of the Realm were good. I feel like if I just tried trading into him, it wouldn't have gone super well. The Barrowmen were not a big problem. His horsemen were actually kind of annoying, though. They actually still got a lot of value, despite being chased off. But I should have played better against the Shaman Sorcerer. 3 trebuchets for pressure. I thought trebuchets would be good. Because, yeah, they'd just be able to sit there the whole game. And I have so much time. It is like a forever game. Yeomen were okay. They're fine. Like, I won't go as far as to say that they're not worth it. I definitely attacked too late. I built up my whole army before attacking. But yeah, crazy match. Armored skin wolves too. Oh, that's kind of fancy. Awakening of the Wood to catch skirmish cab. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. I'll just have to play more Bretonnia then. Yeah, this guy though, too much value. I gave him so many juiced Searing Dooms that yeah, we just kind of threw on that front. It's an interesting matchup though. I think a couple trebs and this build is actually super duper annoying. He can take a dread mod to kill the trebs, but yeah. Instead of regrowth. Oh yeah, I didn't really need the regrowth. I was thinking he'd bring like Buna or something. But yeah, cut the regrowth, take like the Awakening of the Wood. Here, I'll workshop a build. I'll workshop me a build. I think if you have like even just 2 trebuchets, he's not gonna summon a Dreadmaw and walk it all the way across the map to deal with the trebuchets, right? It's also just a lot of money. We can also position them super far, so then the Dreadmaw is just sitting and doing nothing most game. You see only 3 Knights of the Realm? Oh, I see. Well, there's my problem. There's my problem. Can I, let's see here. If I put these guys in here. Yeah, you got me there. Let's see. So if I do this, then that way I got the little hit squad. We got Alberic. We got Awakening of the Wood. You like all heavy knights and no yeomen? I think the yeomen, they don't make or break it. Like I could swap them out. That's not gonna really change the course of the game. Is Lewin with 2 hippogriffs viable? Also, by the way, that map, the capture points are kind of closer than I thought they were. It's like almost closer than Itza, is it? I'm not sure. It might be the same distance. But yeah, something like this looks good. So we have a couple trebuchets just to put some pressure on. Force out the Dreadmaw. And then if it does show up, then you can just distract it with 2 trebuchets worth. And then I'll cut the Knights of the Realm. Or Knights Errant. There we go. Still have the questing Knights. Yeah, I'll try this out. It's all about whether or not I can kill those Fimir. I need like that big punch. Bretonnia versus Norsca. Ah, GG's though, GG's. Yeah, I didn't manage to chase off the Skin Wolves. It was kind of an awkward chase. But yeah, not played perfectly. It does feel like you have to play quite tight to get the victory, but that's just a matter of practice. I'll probably keep trying to counterpick Norsca with Bretonnia. I think it's a faction, if I learn well enough, I can probably start bullying it. Because Czarix can't really do better than how they did there. And given that we were kind of tussling in the early game, I think there's some potential. But alright, GG's. I am honestly really tired after that best of 3. Tomorrow, we are going to be playing a campaign. We're going to be doing the Slow Nesh campaign, where everybody has 1,000,000 speed, except for me. So everyone's going to be at 500 speed, and we're just going to have fun with a little bit of a challenge campaign. Should be good. After that, on Wednesday, we have a tournament, so keep an eye out. And to all of you, I wish you a great rest of your day. Peace, and bye-bye.